Another year, another battlefield. The developers at DICE have proven once again that first-person shooter games do not need to be confined to small-scale corridor battles. Many reviewers will be comparing this game to that other, modern, warfare-oriented game that everyone seems to be playing right now. I will not. Battlefield stands on its own as a true testament to sandbox gameplay at its finest. How does this sequel compare to the previous Bad Company? Stick around to find out. It is impossible to judge a book by its cover. While an ugly game is usually not fun to play, quite often developers spend so much time creating a masterpiece to look at that they forget what really counts: the gameplay. Bad Company 2 is a game that can be judged by its beautiful appearances. The gameplay is silky smooth, and it is clear that much attention has been focused on creating an enjoyable player experience. The game's controls feel natural from the start, and are greatly improved over the original Bad Company game. The dynamic destruction creates endless gameplay opportunities for players. No two levels will be played the same way. It all depends on what you choose to blow up or leave untouched. A large array of weapons and vehicles will also mix up the gameplay experience. One gameplay aspect which has changed slightly from the original game for the worse is the linear gameplay. The campaign missions feel much more restrictive in terms of player freedom, but this also allows for many more epic scripted events. Overall, the linear gameplay does not have a large effect on your enjoyment of the game. The Frostbite engine, developed by DICE specifically for the Battlefield franchise, is truly a masterpiece of a game engine, boasting stunning graphics, sound, and all-around stability. Bad Company 2 is definitely one of the best-looking games of all time. Long draw distances make for beautiful scenery, and whether you are fighting through dense jungles, soaring through the mountains in your helicopter, or fighting in rural Alaskan villages, your eyes will not be disappointed. For console users, this is easily the best looking game available right now. For our PC users, your graphical experience will not be surpassed so long as your rig can handle it. The system requirements for this game are steep. My only criticism of the graphics in this game would be the excessive bloom in multiplayer levels. A quick game file setting will turn off the blinding reflections, but it would be nice if there was a setting in the game menu to allow you to do so easily. Continuing from where the story left off in Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2's campaign is definitely worth your time. While Battlefield games are all known universally for their excellent multiplayer experience, the storyline in Bad Company 2 is an excellent contender to that other modern shooter that everybody plays right now. Without giving away too much of the plot, it is suffice to say that there are many plot twists, turns, and surprises to be had with the game. The addition of the World War II mission at the start, while seeming out of place, is a nice addition in this reviewer's eyes. As with the first game, my only disappointment with the single player is the lack of co-op. 4-man squad? The possibilities are literally oozing out of the decision to have the player as part of a small squad. Maybe for Bad Company 3, DICE? With regards to the sound design in Bad Company 2, you really do have to hear it to believe it. The sound options in the game are fantastic, hands down the best video game sounds ever. The explosions are loud, the ambient noises pull you into the battles, and the crack of bullets passing over your head help to make Battlefield Bad Company 2's sound design the best in any video game that I have played. In addition, the guns sound real. Unlike other modern shooters, which have gun sounds that replicate classic guns, the guns in this game sound real. As I said before, you really do have to hear it to believe it. In addition to the in-game sound effects, the overall musical soundtrack for the game is also awesome. You can listen to some tracks from the soundtrack by clicking the links on the right side of this video. Battlefield Bad Company 2 has an excellent single player, but so do many other games. What separates Bad Company from the pack is the deep multiplayer experience. Squad up, kit up, and man up, because with a little of each, you will be successful on the battlefield. Teamwork is essential to online success. The squad system has been reworked and improved, and allows switching and creation of squads during the game. The ability to spawn on any squad member creates an even greater dependency between all team members. With a large number of ranks unlocked to earn online, you will be playing Bad Company 2 online for a long time to come. Your dedication will be rewarded with new weapons and vehicles unlocked. The addition of customizable scopes to guns is a welcome improvement, and with a variety of beautiful multiplayer maps and the inclusion of 4 game modes, you will never find yourself getting bored online quickly. Also, unlike games without destructible environments, the layout of the map can change drastically even as the round progresses. This allows for even greater variation in game. Bad Company 2 is definitely a must-have game. Despite the few flaws we mentioned in our review, DICE has made yet another fantastic first-person shooter. While the gameplay in single-player game could use a small amount of polishing up, this game is unmatched in its graphics, sound, and multiplayer experience. Besides, who buys a Battlefield game for its single player anyway? Overall, game rating is 5 stars. We'll see you on the battlefield, soldier.